Hi guys, it's me, just Luncheon again. And for this video, it's dedicated to the Avatar Last Airbender vlogs. I shall be covering episode 12 of the first season of this great show, called The Storm. And this one episode is really influential for the rest of the series because it talks about eggs and Zuko, which is voiced by Dante Bosco, as well as the other guy from The Great Divide. I could think of the guy's voice actor before. And the origin story, as well as why they're so similar together. Also, for the same matter, is that they have the introduction of various characters. For example, Lord Ozai gets his Pilot Ozai gets his first official introduction, as well as the character of Azula, very statistically, I might add, as well as Magyatso, and some of the air nomads, the Aang's friends, or friends, as well as some other aspects of the Avatar which we don't really think about. But for right now, there's also a bit of comedy in it too that I kind of have personal feelings for. And this takes place squarely in book number 1, the water book. And I like the way in the end Avatar Aang displays one of his powers under more controlled circumstances, because he has to do with a very interesting dilemma, and it's only because he got loved ones involved this time around that he's more in tune with his powers that can activate them at will, and he's more in control of himself. But we'll get into that when we get into that. So I'll call back to the first episode that he does this in. Anyway, let's begin with talking about more comical aspects of it. We open up with Team Avatar and Katara and Sokka on like a beach, and you're talking about how much he has bad dreams. And in one dream he has a dream in which Magyatso, the kid's Magyatso, and then Katara saying that we need him, and he's flown up with a big swirly type of cloud happening in front of him. That's indicative of the storm that he's talking about. And he wakes up from this dream of the meet, I guess, night of opera. So when he wakes up, they're talking to him and saying, what's with this dream? What's with this weird dream? And Sokka says, I had bad dreams too, and you were there. Much like the Wizard of Oz with Dorothy and with Alice in Wonderland later on. But But when Taka says that he says tomorrow, and Mama apparently can talk to him in this one. He said that you said some very unkind things to me. And I have a confession to make. I made a little bit of an error yesterday because I nearly died from eating a chicken nugget and it got wedged in my throat here. So, just joking around and talking to my father afterwards, I said, Mom says hi. And so do my grandmother and the other, my animals. You know, my pets are long since expired. And they said, they're all waiting for you upstairs in heaven. That being my dogs, my cats, and his mother-in-law. So that's how I wait for him. For better or worse. I always end up making that joke. Whether or not I have a near-death experience or not. I didn't have one. I was just playing on with him, but I really did almost choke on that nugget. So, I might talk about something later on. It's not really that dramatic, for me anyway. So anyway, they go to a village nearby Earthbending Village, Earth Kingdom Village. It's like, because they're out of money and they're out of food. So they want to replenish both. So then they go over there and they start talking to this person there who said that there's a storm coming. There's a woman is talking to her husband and saying that there's a storm brewing. I can feel it in my bones. So that's something that my father would say too, that he can feel weather patterns in his bone because of the humidity and stuff. So the guy says, no, you're crazy, woman. You know, you're nuts. You know, it's a fine day out and all this stuff. So she said, I quit. I'm not gonna be your fish handler from now on. You know, today I quit. Then the guy said, I'll give whoever wants to do this today double her pay. So then Tucker chimed in and said, I'll take it. And then they go out and and the guy said to the avatar that, you know, you loved us, you dishonored us. If you had not loved at the time you did, you know, none of this pain, suffering, and this war with the Fire Nation would ever happened. And it makes Aang feel terrible about what he did. And Katara's over there to try to mommy coddle him. That this guy was realigning, he shouldn't have done that. It was terrible. And Aang does feel really bad, and he ends up running away from the guy yelling at him. Which, yeah, you know, I probably would do the same too, rather than be confrontational with the old man. And, you know, I would run away from him, rather than, you know, do fisticuffs with the guy. So, anyway, we cut to Zuzu, and, he's on his ever-encompassing pursuit of the Avatar. And he's like, you know, the crew members are getting tired of all of this. They almost want to do a mutiny on him because they're so tired of just sailing and looking for the sky and all that stuff. To which Prince Zuko says, no breaks. we're gonna get the Avatar and restore my honor with my Big Daddy. And Iroh tried to break up the fight that's gonna happen, and the head underling said behind Izuku's back, well, he only cares about himself. He doesn't care about us crew members. To where the guy does have a point, he doesn't care about him. They're tired, they're worried from doing all this work all the time, be on the ship all the time, like all that stuff. Where's Ant Man's soul when he got no visible end to it, the suffering and the work and all that, especially on a ship. So then he said, no, we're gonna go get him no matter what you say. So that was kind of harsh for someone to say that. And so Levi and Iroh tell the men on fireside chat on a boat, in the main core of the ship, what really happened, why Zuko is what he is, and when he's so desperate for his father's love and attention again. Now, I'll get into Zuko first before I get into Aang, because I think Zuko is more of he deserves more character development than Aang at this point in the story. Problem, I don't know, with Zuzu. So anyway, they have they show a flashback to where Zuko wants to go inside the war room, because he wants to earn as many experience points as he can with his father and stuff, meaning that he's next in line to take over the Fire Nation rule. So he wants to see what it's about. He wants to see what kind of things are involved with the Fire Nation goings on and stuff. So he wants to get into the war room, and Iroh has to back him up because they won't let him in at first. Okay, that's fine. That seems fine and dandy for a war council and stuff. So he goes in there, and the guys, they're doing like a war council on how to take on Boss and say. And it's important to notice that that Zuko is only like maybe 12 or 13 years old, much younger than he is now, with much more wet behind the ears, as it were, and inexperienced to what goes on in the war room, and that you should always respect the king of the big powerhouse. So it's okay for that. So then the guy would make making a suggestion that the big cheese played by Malcolm Palego, who was saying that, to probably take on Boss today, that they have to use they have to use fresh new recruit, like the distraction to the most experienced earthbenders and the most fierce warriors that they have there. So it's kind of like a big that they're leading the new people into a slaughter to be a distraction for the more powerful warriors that the Earth Kingdom can ever have. Now, because Zuko doesn't like this, said, why would these people are young, that fears, that loyal to Fire Nation. Why sacrifice them? It makes no sense. Now, it's important to know that Iroh is wisdom does in fact agree with Zuko, but it was not his place to speak out of turn, and for that they do this thing called Agni Kai, which is like a ritual which they have to learn discipline and respect to the elders and to the war council. So, by doing this, by speaking out of turn out of place, Zuko challenged the authority of his father and embarrassed him from his peers. So, therefore, he had to challenge the general guy to a name Kai, but instead of the general, the father took over. Now, this is more of a type of psychological thing on two accounts. Because, number one, Zuko has to fight his father, his honorable father, his loving father, and you don't really fight your father like that in front of hundreds of people. Just be made an example of. Number two, and the more funny thing is that Zuko is like I'm gonna assume just fighting out of bad powers, just learning how to train his powers, I'm gonna say his level is B at most, with the Fire Lord Ozai's power is something like an S tier power level. So to have someone so young and so inexperienced fight against the big boss right away, you can get thrashed if this is a whole big fight and a whole big to do and a whole production of it. To the point that he says, "I will not fight you, father," and he actually tears up and he bows very deeply, which is a sign of respect in Japanese culture. If you follow the Fire Nation, then it's mostly based on Japanese culture, mostly Japanese war culture, if you ask me. So, so he says, "You will fight me and you will learn respect." So that's where he gets punches him with fire punch, and he gives him that tree mark scar on his eye above his ear. And it's funny because I always thought that was a tattoo of some kind. So I thought, this guy would be cool with a tattoo on his face. Now this thing about "I will not fight your father" will be mirrored in a future episode where Zuko really does try to take his own father's life. But he's much more braver and much more, got more of a fight cost for it. So anyway, he has to, he feels that if he gets the Avatar, that he will return his honor to himself, and he'll be able to, restore faith for his father, by doing this one task, by capturing the Avatar and bringing him to him. Now, also, what to be noted is that in the crowd of people there, I don't remember if the mother was in it, if Ursula was there. But I know that I saw Iroh there, and I know that I saw Azula there, Now, Azul will become like a secondary antagonist to the group, but Iroh, covers his eyes when his tongue was burned with Fire Punch. And that just shows how much he loves him and how much he doesn't want him to be hurt and all that by his much more domineering brother and father, respectively. But Azul was like, yeah, punch him good, get him real good. That just shows beyond sibling rivalry that just goes into her psychotic nature and that she wants to kill or hurt Zuzu, and that she should be, that he should learn respect and the power struggle there. We later see a really cool move in which Uncle Iroh can actually catch lightning and redirect it. That's really cool. But what's really interesting that I think that, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that Uncle Iroh developed that technique of taking a shot of lightning from this skull pointing this way, and then turning it through his gut, and then redirecting elsewhere. I think that he did that first. So by doing that, he used waterbending techniques. But I like the way in the first swing of this power, he show it as affecting him more than the average thing. Because when he does that, he ends up almost getting overloaded to the point that he becomes blackened and shocked. Not blood-faced, but just get shocked by it. Like, oh wow, that's very powerful. But then later on in the series, he gets more control over it. He gets more refinement over the technique. Which is more of a growth for him too. We always think of him as being almighty, all-powerful, dragon of the West and stuff. But it shows that there's more growth to him. You only teach a new dog, an old dog new tricks, and you should learn it. And you should hone your skill, as it were. So, that's that with Zuko, that he's trying to get his honor back. And when the storm does hit, there's a Taiwan ship ends up getting knocked down, almost destroyed, and the guy that's in the crow's nest gets knocked down and is about to fall off the ship into the part of the ship, and it would kill him. But Zuko is the first one to actually go up there and try to rescue the guy, and he does rescue him with grabbing his arm before he falls to death. And then the next one is Iroh. And it really does speak to Zuko's growth as a character, that that when given the opportunity to catch the Avatar once again during this terrible storm, that he instead decided to go for the Eye of the Storm to get to safety, to think about the crew, and to learn to fight another day, rather than his dogged attempts to go after the Avatar and hopefully get him, but more likely he would escape again, or something else, but more costly. So he does think about his other people as well, too. But anyway, going back to Avatar Angie. Now, he had this dream. It's the premonition about the others needing him, and he runs away into a cave with ATLA. And Guitar ends up going with him because suckers with the fishermen going into the sea and stuff, going to get food. So then they show Tony's backstory to what happened in the past and why he's so not really well ashamed of what he did. Pretty much they revealed that he was the Avatar, but they used to be till he's 16 years old, and then they told him about it, and then they were too they decided to do it early because of the fact that they didn't want him to they gave premonitions about war and the nation, the Fire Nation. So they decided to try to train him early, and they tried to separate him from his friends, his other playmates over there that were also just airbenders. But the thing is that these people were they said that it's not fair that you're the Avatar. You got all the elements already packed, they believed. But whereas with Aang, he just knows airbending right now. He's a prodigy at it. So I guess they were kind of jealous about that. So they wouldn't let him play with their reindeer games after he taught him how to use the air scooter, if you would. So that was kind of unfair for them to do that. And then Monkey also is one of the head on the I guess the Air Temple Nomad Council or whatever, like in the Jedi, like with Star Wars. Which that thing about warning them about not becoming that, not letting know about the Avatar, kind of sounds familiar, kind of like what he did with Anakin, not allowing him to train with before he was a certain amount of years old, and then he was too old and stuff. This was kind of reversed, but similar that he was angry too young and stuff. No pressure. But I like the way they always are. They have four different toys there to pick out the Avatar, and that the Avatar was decided by picking the same four toys that he had from the last predecessor, and then the predecessor before him, and so on and so forth down the line. But it's quite weird that they have this thing there, because those four toys that I guess are symbolic of the four elements, earth, fire, water, and air, they were kind of look like they were made in more modern times. They weren't 1,000 years old, as they say in the Avatar universe, that Angus spirit is 1,000 years older than he is currently. So that doesn't make much sense, but I guess they meant to have like manufacturing ability way back when. So anyway, they they pick him out of the Avatar, they separate him from his friends, and Monkey also was playing a pie show again with Aang. He's making moves and all that stuff, and he does like something behind his back, and it makes like a wind tornado, and it pulls a prank on him while he switches to pie show chips, which is really weird because I find it very weird that the monks over there, when they pass like certain things to each other, like schools and whatnot to each other, they pass the schools, but they do it with air power. You know, they make like whirlwind, and then they make the thing go to whoever they want to as like a gift or something. To me, that's kind of lazy. You know, why can't they just hand something out to somebody? Why is it gotta be a wind power trick or whatever? You know, why can't they just use their arms and just move something over to somebody else? That kind of makes it overly complicated. That's like if someone were to I don't know, make something out of technology. They only used technology to do the chores and the tasks, like handing something over to somebody, or petting a cat, for example, or I don't know, doing taxes, or writing a bunch of executive orders. You know, just take the fun out of doing stuff. Especially in a temple, where you would think that kind of thing would be very commonplace. So anyway, the council says that it's too strict and too loose, and they want him to continue his training because they feel something's gonna happen. Something real bad's gonna happen. Bada boom. So one of the monks, a very old encrusted guy, that I know I've heard that voice before, but he was from Mulan. That was the old trendy guy. Kind of like I felt the typecast actor to be like the old stuffy type guy. It's more by the books. That could be kind of funny, actually. So they have the guy be like, you have to train to do this. No more of this mom and calling and stuff. You could to work. And the head guy on the council said, agree, we will send them away to the Eastern Temple, the Eastern Air Temple, for him to complete his avatar training to where I stay. But that will only make him an air master. We're about to get the elements about water, fire, and earth. We have to go elsewhere for that. And if there's a Fire Nation about to attack you, it doesn't make much sense that they would send the fire temples or whatever to be an enemy waiting for you. That would be kind of resolved, but with Zuko and all that. So there's that. So he's God's like, no, that can't be. And then in the background, which is the type himself, and overhears this, and he doesn't want to go there. So during the night, he runs away with Upper. And this is kind of creepy, but in the context of the show, they make it sound good. But if you just said it about a random kid from a random, old man, it sounds kind of weird because he also said the angry, but before he realized that he's not there anymore, he says, I'm not gonna let them take you away from me, Aang. For training purposes. And that that's something good to hear from Herbert the Pervert when talking about Chris Griffin, and probably Stewie on top of that too. So, yeah, I know, yeah, so the only program for his best side, he wanted me to be a kid, the maximum amount of time and all that. And I know that Yato is not going to be a creeper about it either. So anyway, I ended up running away with Upper, doing another storm, and gets overwhelmed by waves and whatnot, and lightning and all that. But I'm sure you probably wish that there was some uncle that could teach him how lightning bends. Well, not in another episode. So anyway, you get submerged in waves, which both that storm and this storm remind me of the perfect storm, actually. With all the big giant waves and all that. So it's gonna be pretty wicked if Appa, the big hairy beast, is overwhelmed by something else, some nature force or something. So anyway, it gets merged, and as a reflex, as a preservation reflex, and activates the thing in which activates the avatar state to preserve itself until Katara and Sokka take him out of the big iceberg, which is basically the point of the iceberg episode. Now I have to ask, if Appa and Aang were frozen underneath the waves, flop underneath the waves as they were dragging stuff, how did they end up getting so far up above the waves that Sokka and Katara were able to find them? That's a good question, because Katara couldn't actually lift them up because of the waves and stuff, but anyway, her bending power was like class level COD at that point. And one calls it D. So anyway, I also like the way they portray Katara as this angel of for Aang. That she would bend over, like looking at him, and he saw this beautiful face trying to help him out. And then they always portray it as like he had this episode, he fell asleep, and then woke up to see the two of them, the two people that they rescued him. So like a more of a fire freezing type thing, even before they actually invented the term in the Avatar universe. I'm thinking way too much about this. So anyway, they show go and come back to the present and getting pissed off at everything, and he gets so flustered that he ends up making the ashes for the ashes and the cinders go flying to Katara. Now that will be part of the next future episode. More like it's like foreshadowing to that event. Now, I said, I apologize for getting angry. So then, the oldie from before climbed up the mountain and finds out about hanging Katara and said that the two guys were on the ship in the very terrible storm. Go get them, please. rescue them and bring hope to me. Because they want to bring hope to themselves. So anyway, and he goes out there and he finds them with Katara and tow up as a saddle. And so they rescue the two guys, but not before they have a funny exchange saying that Sokka too young to die. So then the old man says, I'm not, but I want to die anyway. That sounds really funny. So they rescue him, and they get knocked into the water by a giant wave, although the perfect storm. So they end up almost drowning. But because Aang is more powerful, and you got more loved ones involved, and the power of love compels them to do so, he ends up activating this thing again, and he ends up saving everyone like that. But he's in control now. He got more urgency to top them out, and then he rescues them, and then that's where they fly out of water. At the same time that Zuko ends up seeing him with Iroh. By the way, does that a nice little fire glow from the fire to show that, when you tell the story about Zuko and the Fire Lord. So yeah, it's really good. It's really cool that they introduce Gyatso, Ozai, and Azula, and they also bring up the effect of lightning bending. It's really cool. And they show that Zuko does care for his crew, as any good captain would. A lot more than the general at the War Council. So yeah, I think that the whole reason why they are like the Avatar in Prince Zoo is that they want to inspire themselves and bring about change in the world and themselves. Because even Iroh said that the Avatar gives Prince Zuko hope that if he captures him, he hopes his father will take him back in and love him again. Not so, but that's for a future episode. So yeah, and then gradually the old man, I could swear I can't remember that voice, but I know I've heard it before. He is Saga and fish, of all people, fish. So that's that. Just get the food and presuming the payment, and we're nice to see all the new characters, new abilities, and the new other stuff too. It was also fun to see the backstories of these characters and how they're very similar. And they would bring hope to everybody. They would save the world in their own respective ways. It's just a very good show. And very good book in the chapter of water. This straight up reverse it to me. This is a good chapter in the book of water. Like the Avatar movie. So now, I thank you for watching my video on chapter 12 of the Book of Water. in this Avatar The Last Airbender show called The Storm, which is very appropriate because they have the storm they're changing for everything in this world. Now you're thinking, if he's the Avatar, he's already a master of air, why doesn't Aang get wipe all the soul away? Well, first of all, I think that because he's not as powerful in waterbending, and and the fact that he's not that'd be like an Avatar level thing, a full Avatar, a fully realized Avatar. He's not quite up to the challenge with that, with his waterbending ability yet. He will in the future, kind of like a foreshadowing, but not quite on that regard. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. And as you can imagine, I give this a happy face silver below because it's awesome. And it's just really good. If you guys like what you see here, if you want to see more of my videos, like, comment, share my videos, and subscribe to my channel. Or if you want, you can contact me by calling me or texting me for future videos and future information on stuff by using my cell phone number at 631-707-3707, and you can follow me on Twitter or X if you prefer at PNelsonPro. Also, you can get me on my email address at jjsviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, peace out, my brothers and sisters. Have fun. I salute all you guys who like this show, and the women too. And I just like this learning and stuff. That firebenders learning new skills, the waterbenders learning new skills, the earthbenders learning new skills later on. And no one that doesn't learn any new skills within their own respective elements is Aang. Because I don't think Aang is learning anything new. Everything pretty much what he already knows. Maybe his skills learn a more aggressive airbending or more direct attack airbending, but mostly it's to evade and confuse enemies. And once a year, everything's good. Even so I got learn new strategies, new battle tactics. And we'll see about that in the future episode. So, aloha guys and girls at Instant Land. I'll see you in the next video.